I'm still going with my first gut instinct and saying that it wasn't that. I kind of want to go to the movie theater, though. Movie theater first. No, not the motel. Movie theater. No, not Electric Avenue. Movie theater. Thank you. I kind of want to see this movie because that might help me understand what the hell everyone's talking about.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case, in which the killer used the movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched the movie yet, remember?
I see.
I see, then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Hey! Manager! A customer's here!
Did you call me?
Yes? Did you call me?
What?
Huh? Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it! But I knew you wanted to see it all along! If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy! You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even brought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million!
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing!
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it! But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See? It's this one! I'm sorry, I was born stupid! That was, like, the best time to bring that out, too.
That's...
You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie! Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry. I've only planned to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey.
Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. I know why. Because people are going to try to go up against me and saying that it's an imitation, thing, or an imitation killing, and people are going to try to pin it on Hajime because he was the one that saw it first. So, in other words, that's his alibi. He didn't actually see the movie. Cool. And that even proves it more so right there. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations.
I don't believe it!
You came all this way not to watch it? Your Tsundere knows no limits!
Here!
It's just like me to make Hajime so prickly. I might be hiding a past where I was once born as a prima donna of the mascot world. You definitely were not called that.
Hey, hey!
It's about time you showed your dairy side, you know? Come on, liven up yourself a little.
So,
Wait a bit, okay? You know what? Every friggin' time I keep wanting to press that to go to the theater for some reason, even though obviously that's it. It's a video game poster. Huh, looks interesting. I'm definitely gonna buy that. It's a food shop. A lot of things like popcorn, sandwiches, and drinks are all arranged here. I don't think this pertains to the incident at all whatsoever. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. Nope. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it. Ah! Did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag made useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only one person can have it. If that tote bag is gone, that means...
what's this?
Whoa there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's too bad. Smell my armpit flower for your loserness. It's already been sold. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
Stupid! There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it?
Shocking.
I remember you said that there was only one, because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one for free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that kind of pisses me off.
well now.
Add to the magazine. Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of a tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete. Smell my armpit flower before you go in.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
This is exciting. Exciting! Oh, boy. Okay, so Monomi tote bag that was sold at the movie theater. It's a limited item because only one person can buy it. Apparently, you get another bag for free when you purchase it. What? So, there's only one item, but then you get another one for free even though there's only one? Okay. Well, before I go in...
Impossible.
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing. And you paid $1.5 million for it too. But even you said you should have settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Leave me alone! This is one big... Jeez. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. that sounds so half-assed.
Melvin, please relax and enjoy the film.
I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, great.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Oh god, it's gonna be one of those things that sound like a friggin' documentary.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
What?
And was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends.
Oh boy, what the hell could this be?
Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide,
Oh no!
the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Oh!
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monami Tin Man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful.
That's not a wizard, that's a witch.
Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Really?
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
And he said he worked a lot harder on this compared to the game. I like the game more, to be quite honest. That would be my reaction too.
Phew.
Man, movies are the best! That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues! One for each head!
So,
Melvin, let's meet again at the class trial!
bye-bye.
Bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever even seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? It was less than 5 minutes long. Movie's supposed to be like at least 80 minutes. Because I know how movies these days don't even last an hour and a half. It's usually, if they're comedies or something, can be like 80-something minutes long. Well, but thanks to that movie, now you know, right? I guess. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
But
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seemed that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure that's even true. I don't think that's it.
Hey.
Hey!
Now.
Haven't you been listening to me? The invitation is only valid today at the earlier time. You only have one chance to see it for free.
By the way,
If you want to watch the movie one more time, you know the rest, right? That movie sucked so much. I know I don't want to watch it a second time. Okay, I think we're done in here then. Okay, let's go this way because I forget what this way is. Okay. Guess our first stop's the hospital. Hey, Kazuichi. You prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
hey,
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are 2 other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man,
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as a part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
hey,
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate. So I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages to broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be able to use them. You're right. You did work on that. And that's kind of pointless. There's a surveillance camera unit on the top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue's surveillance unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's actually exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now, but the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went all dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up, even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Oh, hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? I already got this part figured out right from the get-go. What do you think, Chiaki? Should ask me what I think. There's no doubt about it. Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. She looks angry. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might be overthinking this, but did she seem a little upset? Yeah, she did actually look a little upset. I said that too. Oh, hey, Akane.
Now then.
Phew. I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
All right!
Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my... No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud, though, too. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but... hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looks like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo!
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably fit into it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing?
Huh?
Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross! And wearing one that Nagito wore isn't gross? Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser, you know.
Like...
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I've already investigated music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Looks like this is an open room. There shouldn't be anybody inside. I should look somewhere else. Looks like this is an open room. There shouldn't be anybody inside. I should look somewhere else. Looks like this is an... Shut up, Luke! Anything there? No. Okay. First time going up the stairs. Wow, that... Damn, Hajime, you go upstairs really quick. CAT scan machines aren't supposed to do that. Or MRI machines. Whatever version that is. Also, what the heck is this? The staff room? I want to go on the staff room. This isn't a room for patients. It looks more like an on-call room for the hospital staff. Well, it says staff room in front of it, so right. But all this cluttered medical equipment makes it look like a storage room. This is the on-call room. Working at a hospital must be tough work. So if a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? Seriously, what the heck is going on with this island? No! There's a bed. It resembles the one in the patient's rooms, but these are probably for breaks. Now's not the time to rest. I should go back to investigating. Medical equipment and nursing tools. There's a lot of other medical stuff here too. This room looks like it's used to store equipment. There's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Would have thought Monokuma would have been in here. Maybe it's in the, maybe it's in the other room. Or maybe it's on that camera now. No. Okay, let's check this room out. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch and why are you in the dark, Chiaki?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
'Cause...
If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What? Fully exposed?
Hey.
Hey, Hajime. If you poke your eyes out, you can turn them... What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke my eyes out.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sounds of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey, hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it. And that curtain.
Well?
I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining though.
See?
A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light-blocking curtain. That's why it's so dark. So, is something wrong with it? You're making her angry, Hajime. Stop making her angry. I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep. She's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about being embarrassed if I look in. Troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place.
I've been found.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha. I found a Mexican Monokuma. Okay, so before we are done, so this was a light blocking curtain. That's why it's so pitch black. It's a really big window. The room looks more spacious thanks to that. It's a folding desk. They probably arranged these inside the conference room during meetings. There's nothing that catches my eye. It's a projector. Well, it's not strange for it to be in a conference room after all. This probably isn't a clue. I should look somewhere else. Okay. And finally... Hey, did I do something to make you angry?
That's wrong.
I'm not angry. I think. Well, are you or aren't you? If you're angry, you wouldn't have done something so weird.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm already over what happened earlier, so you don't have to worry about it.
I think.
Is she teasing me? Oh, that's what happens if you get... That's so what you get for, going out with Chiaki Hajime. There better not be a frickin' Monokuma thing, like, in this room or whatever. Like... That is just so weird. Nope, nope, nothing. What the?
Huh? Are you serious?
That was a Monokuma? Are you freaking serious? Okay, I did not expect that. I saw it, but it was like... It was floating like a ghost. Why... Whatever. Whatever! Hey, I just went on to say it better not be in this freaking hall, too. That would have been a little tough to find. I'm glad I button spammed. Okay, so... Let me see something. Can I, like... I can! Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick break for you all. I will either move it on to the... Don't know why it keeps doing that, but I will either move it on to the next video or be back in a sec for you all. Because I'm gonna do some money spending. So yeah, I will be right back in a second. Or in the next video. Alright, so I'm back and I got a lot of items. Like a lot of items. But apparently, like, if we try to give Monokuma any of these items, the despair meter does not go down, so cannot help that whatsoever. I guess once he's been brought out, despair does not matter anymore for him. Despair is always going to stay the same or grow. And don't know about hope either, because I have not seen hope go up or go down ever since it's been at 10, so so yeah, let us head to Island 3 again. I got all my As you can tell from the top screen right there, spent all my coins, took about like 20 minutes in the process. And yeah, let us now head to not Titty Typhoon, but the motel. This should be the final place that I need to go to. At least around here. There might be one last place to go to, but otherwise, right now, just gotta go here. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms inside the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hiyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. Well, the only one that would know is Gundam, but let's ask Hiko.
Right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue,
I get it.
you met with Miken and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hiyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Didn't you hear me? A body was found! Body? Yeah! Okay. Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies? Why has this been going on for the past few times? And it gets really annoying. Whoops, forgot to put that there. This is gonna be hell to edit because I keep having to stop and go due to that, but, could it be? Do you intend to spread your lies, Nanagito, in order to confuse us all? Besides Chiaki, I also sung Gundam and Monomi.
I see.
I see. So Kazuichi, and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Hiyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the door. I asked her what was going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No. We went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there was no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape too. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact that Hiyoko was killed and we discovered her body...
huh?
What? Do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. Sounds like something a mafia/yakuza would do. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Okay. Suspicions? I did not mean to do that, but suspicions are right now because after what I came up with and what I still believe in, yeah.
So you have appeared.
You're here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide my presence in the first place. Hey, which room did Hiyoko stay in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room! However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Alright, so looks like... a run-down, rusted, and rotting car, someone abandoned. Maybe it'll start up if I keep staring at it. Looks like it's not a clue to the incident, though. Okay. Let us go in. Looks like it's locked, but I got a key! This was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. It opened. Just as I thought, this key was Hiyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. So, Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Hey, Sonia!
Oh my!
Huh. Did the door open? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What? Did something happen? No, it is just... I am starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does that mean? Bada bing, bada boom, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Monokumas. The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
perhaps,
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be a good idea for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then, I saw it. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell so bad, or she did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower. But then, she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. That was a weird face. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono. Huh.
you are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why. She wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out. So she thinks because she told her to go to the music venue where the mirror was, that the killer killed her right then and there.
It cannot be!
Could it be? Hyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that. She was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anybody before the incident, or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told anyone this, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Kyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. No, there's still things I need to investigate. No, I do not need to pause me. Okay. So the bed and the bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Jeez, that was an odd angle.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome!
Someone's full of themselves.
The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place. Again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoko became victims in order to find the truth. The only thing I can do is go. Bye, Sonia. Alright, so investigation is over, and now comes the class trial. Our destination is Monokuma Rock. I can't turn away and fight a monster. It's a big light. That's a lighthouse over there. It's also a huge freaking thing. Looks like a, looks like one of those, no, I can't remember what it's called. Roman horses? Alright. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hey, jerk! Hold it right there!
Monomy's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way! You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works fine!
Hey!
Monokuma, what do you do with Nekomaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him.
That's...
Avenge? That sounds like he died! Sounds like you say? Oops!
Anyway,
Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey, hey!
Hey, did you hear what he just said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru died. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn for?
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. It's funny how I have to tap the head in order for the stairs to come out. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. I was gonna wait for that scene with the elevator to see how to make that comment actually. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, does it really have to rumble that much? Man, we are missing a lot of people right now. The elevator began its deep descent, as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. My! It feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, two people got killed at the same time. And Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yoo-hoo!
It's the beginning of a long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki, Miota, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, All of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. Love how I'm gonna have to make this a 1-minute video to edit this. I touched the screen on accident. Also, I switched out the cable, so with another cable that I had because I got plenty, or I think I got plenty of regular USB cables. So, anyways, what did it say last time? The person who killed those two is among us. I definitely can't believe it. Also, yeah, okay. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friends' sake. For Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third-class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun! And with that, hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next video. Have a great day.